Hi, welcome to MediatorPodcast.com, a podcast and video series about mediation, negotiation, and collaboration. My name is Melissa Gragg, and I provide online valuation and divorce mediation services in St. Louis, Missouri. During this episode, we will discuss leadership, team coaching, and conflict resolution for business with Ben Papa. He's actually a leadership coach and Enneagram teacher in Nashville, Tennessee, but works with companies and clients around the country. So I think that when you come in and you have all of these folks and they're kind of uncovering some things about them, how do you get leaders comfortable with that when they're used to just showing you the business side of Melissa or the business side of Ben? How do you bridge the gap? Because you really can't get to the next phase of doing it, working well together if you can't even get buy-in from some of those people.
It's a great question. And sometimes you can't. I mean, sometimes people are just not willing to do any kind of deep work even for good business goals. They just can't do it. They don't have the capacity or they don't want to. But the answer to your question, when it does work, and it works most of the time, is I come in through the back door. So I'll start off talking about one of the things that you and I have not talked about that's a core part of the Enneagram is the 3 intelligence centers that it points us toward. And other systems also talk about this too, but the Enneagram does as well. So there's your thinking intelligence, analysis, rationale, logic, frontal brain stuff. There is your feeling intelligence center, which is where it's the middle brain from a neuroscience perspective. That's where we get collaboration, communication, empathy, compassion, relationality, all that stuff. And then there's the doing intelligence center, which is in our bodies or our peripheral nervous systems. That's where we get engagement, right-sized actions or showing up, executive presence, all that kind of body-based stuff. And so some people, so 7s, for example, so 7s are dominant in thinking. So when you come into a situation in life, you're going to immediately go into your head and start some kind of an analytical thinking process. It's just going to be habitual and automatic for you. Then in your feelings, in your doing is going to mostly be in response to that. So you're thinking about things and then doing something about it, and thinking about things and doing something about it. And every number on the Enneagram has an intelligence center that is repressed for them. And the repressed intelligence centers for 3, 7s, and 8s is the feeling intelligence center. So it's probably it is no coincidence that when you talk about, that you're talking about this dichotomy between professional self and personal self. Because I coach a lot of 3s, and people that are feeling repressed almost always bring that question up that you just brought up. Because the idea is emotions are not professional and feelings are not professional, and that stuff needs to be shut down. And the trouble with that logic is you're losing one of your 3 core intelligence centers, and it's the one that lets you relate to people authentically, relate to people, communicate well, collaborate, understand, perspective take, all of that kind of stuff. That's where you get all that from your feeling intelligence center. And so if all you're going to do is analyze and take action and analyze and take action, you're skipping that step. So I can usually get people to buy into that and to start talking, because what I don't just talk about feelings and emotions and we're going to watch sad movies and pull tissues out. I talk about collaboration and communication and connecting and interpersonal buy-in. So there's businessy organizational development phrases and words I can use like those that then end up making people say, okay, I can buy into the idea that collaborative space is my weaker space of the 3. And then we can go from there.
That is very interesting. It's hard because I'm like trying to digest okay, how can I use that? What can I do different?